Hello, welcome back everyone. Today we have another remarkable story. Today's book is called Whiskers Tales. Goodnight, Bijou. Goodnight, Munchkin by John Sajdak. Now this is a remarkable story. Now let's see what happens. Let's get started. It wasn't just any nap. Now this one, I jacked my spot and tested every ounce of my patience. I flopped onto the bathroom rug like the universe was out to get me. Like the day I'd already piled every weight it could find right on my shoulders. No grace, no mercy, just a hard landing and a long sigh. All right, introductions. My human named me Munchkin, like a frothy cupcake. I'm not sweet, I'm not tiny. They should have named me Grumble. I'm Munchkin. Nice to meet you, I guess. Don't worry, I wasn't planning to do anything dramatic. Just a nap. And then, well, the universe had other plans. See, that's the whole point of sleep. Silence, darkness, nobody needing anything. I do have standards, comfort, warmth, minimal interruptions. But it was April, which meant cold skies and probably rain. The wind howled like it had a personal grudge against the trees. And wouldn't you know it, the one place I go to disappear is where all the trouble starts. Figures I should have known. Says a lot, considering I sleep 15 hours a day and prefer my naps dull as dishwater. Kill the dream. Didn't glide in like I hoped. Nope. It crash landed like a wrecking ball. The dream, where the forest whispers and the night crackles. I cracked one eye open, and the world had already changed. The forest had gone full tear the kid. Birds shrieked overhead in 57 different keys. Terrifying, squirrels bounced like over-caffeinated toddlers, and rabbits doing unsupervised cardio. Everywhere, animals, wild. I scanned for an exit. No luck. Oh no! No, no, no! They had instruments. Jazz the squirrel blasted a trumpet like the world was ending. Love the house squeaked into a flute, far too proud of herself. And Bear, literally named Bear, slammed the piano like a jazz club headliner. My ears pinned back. My four tried to evacuate. It was like someone poured noise directly into my whiskers. Not just loud, intrusive, personal. Now this wasn't music. It was an attack. A melodic mess of squeaks, toots, and entirely too much piano. Absurd. Awful. They call it music? Well, I called it a felony and I wanted to press charges. I covered my ears, or tried. Timing, impeccable. And that's when the parade started. 5 cats, puffballs, like they'd run laps around the litter box. I tried to tune it out, but there they were, Big and Marco. Big was to no one's surprise a gray blower of contagious optimism. Gross. Marco was black and white, short-haired, and clearly overwhelmed by existence. Every twitch screamed one thing: I don't belong here. He stuck to Big like a post-it, pretending to be duct tape. Sideways glances, nervous energy, constant motion, total opposites, attached at the whiskers. The dream had overstayed his welcome, and just when I thought it couldn't get worse, hunger. Fine, if breakfast was involved, I could be persuaded. A screech, not from the forest this time, metal. I jolted awake. Tail fluffed. I acted like I meant it. Perfect timing. Theodore. That orange menace waddled down the hallway, yowling like breakfast had been cancelled. And I growled, You didn't eat? Oh, he did. He just didn't approve. He had feelings about the portion size. I rolled over, slow, sulky, full of regret, and shut my eyes again. And one blink later, back in the forest. Groan. The leaves were still rustling when I landed. Somewhere overhead, a bird made a sound no bird should make. No pillow, no blanket, no peace, just damp moss and the slow realization that effort might be involved. I was back. Chaos, cards stretching, fake pouncing, like glory was on the line, cheering, wailing, far too much motion for a dream. I searched for a way out. The dream stayed on script. A race was brewing. No one asked me. Just another loud idea with too much confidence and no off switched. Perched above it all, 2 parrots, Dudley and Nacho. Dudley, grin and back, all smug judgment. And Nacho, orange and yellow. Like someone spilled breakfast and gave it wings. Now this race sponsored by Mayhem. Dudley shouted. Nacho wheezed like he'd swallowed a kazoo. At least someone here got it. It was already unraveling below. Big inhaled threats, like they were going extinct. Marco nibbled catnip, like it might explode. Fantastic! And then in strutted Lucia, a light brown Chihuahua mix. Fully convinced now this was her national TV debut. And tail high, ears perked, ready for a close-up. Lucia didn't need a megaphone, but that didn't stop her. Without a second thought, they bolted. Dudley snorted. This will be over in 10 flaps. and Nacho groaned. 3 tail flips. Tops. They leapt forward, full of determination and wild hope. Big and Mako, full speed, full hope, full hula baloo. And someone in the crowd yelled, "Bigfoot!" And they stuck. I'm lying, it wasn't. Up in the branches, Dudley and Nacho were still at it, relentless, front row seats to every failure and all the opinions. They all ran like it mattered, adorable, like this was going somewhere. Side by side, all intensity, no plan. Big's got the muscle, just missing the off switch. Mako's got heart and a serious case of lost in thoughts. Together, a motivational poster waiting to happen. Even my dreams were over it. I was this close to tuning out for good. Then something real showed up. Mako fell. Finally, something unscripted, something real, something like me. It wasn't graceful. He slipped, flopped, and froze. Everything paused. Even the trees were judging. Big could have kept going. He was steps ahead, eyes locked on the finish. But no. He stopped, turned around, came back for Mako. All marked over finish lines. Sure. Big, the feline ambassador of recycled calendar quotes. Some cliches last longer than they should. Big lowered his head, gave Mako a nudge. No speeches, no drama, just a look. Mako stood there, stretching the moment longer than it should. And I felt it, that uneasy silence that weighs like 1,000 pounds, where moving forward feels harder than giving in. Been there? Too many times. Usually, I'd fake a yawn and look away. Not today. He wasn't hurt, just stuck. And for some reason, it bugged me. Love that for me. Funny how silence burrows deeper than all the noise, sneaking up when you least expect it. He wobbled but stayed steady, not just because Big was there, but because Big reached out a paw. Awkward but sincere. And so he rose, stubborn, ridiculous. Fair enough. That pause. Guess it means something after all. What was that in my chest? Not hairballs. Worse. So I went back. Technically, sprawled on the rug, tail twitching, brain still glitching. Not quite awake, not quite dreaming. Just stuck with an afterkiss. Hung on? Guess the dream wasn't done with me. Everyone else sprinted off, chasing glory, but Big and Mako just walked right before the finish line. Big stopped. He let Mako go first. Cue the applause. Cue the life lesson. Insert heartfelt music and a slow fade to black. Whatever. The squirrels lost their minds. The birds kicked off a concert, like the forest was front row at a rock concert. Dudley and Nacho made more noise than a soda can tossed into a blender. And me? I just sat back. Because really, it didn't matter. I stayed quiet. That was new. Okay, don't make it weird. But something happened in that moment. And for once, I didn't scoff out loud. Progress, I guess. Maybe it was just a dream. But it stuck around, heavier than usual, like an unwelcome guest who forgot to leave, still hanging out long after my eyes fluttered open. Weird, right? I blinked awake, spine stiff, mood different. The can opener whirred from the kitchen. Same sound, same orange menace, still foaming about the portion size, apparently. And I groaned. Still hungry? Seriously? I didn't move, just gave him a slow blink because, annoying as he is, the guy's got nerve. Now back again, not exactly thrilled. Part of me wants to slam the door on dreams like this, traumatic and inconvenient. But another part won't let go. It clings like a shadow you can't shake. I still see it. The leaf on the rug, cut like a secret. The sparkle of dream glitter, tucked into corners I haven't cleaned. Some feelings don't explain themselves. They just hang around. Loyalty clings like fuzz that won't brush off. Kindness lingers like a soft layer of dust. Quiet, unnoticed, but always there. I brush and brush, but some things stick. Maybe that means something. Maybe I'm changing, even if I'll never admit it. Nah. Thought you had me figured out? Didn't you? Sweet little redemption arc. Neat, tidy ending. I'm Munchkin. No sugarcoating here. Grumpy, stubborn, still tangled in whatever this is. No promises, but maybe next time. Bet you didn't see that coming. Are you ready for what's next? I'm not, but that never stopped me before. Wow. What a wonderful, wonderful story. Thank you so much for joining us again, boys and girls, for a remarkable story time. We thank you for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll see you soon.